Okay, just gonna shoot a quick video documenting the roof at 13445 Hatherton Circle in Orlando, Florida. The homeowner's name is Ziwan Zing, last name Z-E-N-G. So just gonna shoot a quick video just documenting the damage to this roof. So one of the first things I'll point out is the age, wear and tear. So you can see like granular loss. It's like all over the roof. You'll see these dark spots. Any spot you go to, if you go up here on the ridge, you can kind of see how the shingle is starting to tear up. We'll go down here. Same thing, you'll see granular loss, blisters. Showing age, wear and tear, more down there. The reason I am showing that is because of the amount of wind and hail that I found on this roof, along with the roof being already brittle. This roof is not repairable. It has to be fully replaced. So I'll show you. So if you look at a crease shingle like that, to replace this shingle, I will have to lift these surrounding shingles. And when I lift these surrounding shingles to repair this broken shingle, because the roof is already brittle, when I lift that shingle, it's gonna cause more damage and crease those surrounding shingles. Just me rubbing my finger across it, you can see asphalt coming up. And so that's how brittle the roof is. So I will not be able to repair this roof because it's already brittle and it'll damage the surrounding shingles while you try to do those repairs. So this roof has to be fully replaced. So I'll walk through the weather-related damage that I found. So we're on the front of the house. I found at least 15 indications of wind damage and at least 16 indications of hail. So I'll point out the hail first. So you can just look at those impacts, and how we know it's hail is because you can see like the circular impact, but then in the middle, you can see how the asphalt is driven into the shingle. That's how you differentiate that between a blister, because a blister will be popped, but in the middle of like a hail strike, the asphalt will be driven into the shingle so that the asphalt is still there. More here, more there, hail there, more there, same thing there, more here, hail impact there, more up here, more there. So on the front slope, I did this test square and a 10 by 10 test square, and you can see it's 16 hail impacts inside of that test square. And then I also found wind damage. So you can see that crease line going across the top of the shingle. And how we know it's legitimate wind damage, because it's a single crease at the top. And if you look underneath the shingle, there's no mat transfer under there. So that's how we know it's legitimate wind damage, because it's a single crease line. And if you look underneath the shingle, there's no mat transfer. You can see those rusted nails. So more wind there. Same thing here, more wind damage there. More here, more down there. Up here, got more here. More there, more here, more there, more down there, more here. More wind damage here. And same thing, you can see that crease line going across the top of your shingle. No double creasing, no mat transfer underneath there. So that's how we know it's legitimate wind damage. So on this front slope, you got a ton of wind and hail damage, probably about 50% damage to this front slope. So this roof cannot be, this front slope, it has too much damage to be repaired. It has to be fully replaced. And then we'll move to the back. The back wasn't as bad, but I did find wind damage on the back. More here, more down there. So, same thing. You can see that crease line running across the top of the shingle. No double creasing, no mat transfer underneath. Same thing. See that crease line running across the top of the shingle. Rusted nail heads underneath there. Same thing here. Kind of hard to see on this slope because of how the sun is hitting the roof right now. That's a deep shadow right underneath the shingle, but you can see that crease line going across the top. Whole shingle lifts up. So you got more here, more there, more there. Same thing here, you can see that crease line going across the top. Again, it's a little difficult to see the crease line because of how the sun is hitting the roof, but you can see it going across the top of the shingle. More here. I can see it a little bit better. You can see it there going across the top, same thing down there. No matte transfer, no double creasing. So, got about, I want to say about 20% damage to the back slope. Got about 10 crease shingles here. I don't know if it was a repair or something done there before, because you can see like some line going across the shingle there. Same thing here, you can see the shingle is brittle. You can see granular loss on the back slope. So the back slope would not be repairable. So just a quick overview. The front slope got wind damage on the back slope as well. So this roof cannot be repaired. It must be fully replaced due to the amount of wind damage. I'll send this video over to you guys and then go from there. Thank you.